Okay, in this question, we're asked to show that 1 over 1 plus 1 over root 2 can be written as 2 minus root 2. So looking at simplifying surds within fractions is question 23 from an Edexcel past paper, and it's worth higher tier paper, and it's worth 3 marks. So step 1, guys, to remove this fraction within a fraction, I'm going to multiply everything through by root 2 to remove this root 2 on the denominator of the second fraction, if that makes sense. So I'm going to times everything through by root 2. When I do that, we get root 2 on the top. So 1 times root 2 is root 2 over 1 times root 2 makes root 2. And then multiplying 1 over root 2 by root 2, the root 2 obviously cancel. So I'm left with just plus 1. Next step now, guys, is to rationalize the denominator. So to get rid of the surd on the bottom, okay, we do that by multiplying top and bottom by the conjugate, okay, because I've got a sum here. So that just means root 2 minus 1 over root 2 minus 1. Okay, essentially, I'm just flipping the sign in the middle. Okay, that's just a fancy way of saying conjugate. Okay, so multiplying fractions, I multiply the top by top, bottom by bottom. Root 2 times root 2 is root 4, which of course is just 2. Then I have root 2 times minus 1, okay, makes minus root 2. Okay, numbers go with numbers, and then surds go with surds. On the bottom, okay, we obviously create that difference of 2 squares. So all I have to really do is do root 2 times root 2 and then 1 times minus 1. Root 2 times root 2 is root 4, which is going to be just 2. Okay, then I've got plus 1 times minus 1 makes negative 1 or minus 1. Because a positive times a negative makes a negative, so we get that. Okay, the reason why I just do those is because the middle terms end up cancelling. Okay, dots, difference of 2 squares. We have root 2 times minus 1 makes minus root 2. Then we have plus 1 times root 2. Okay, so that becomes plus root 2 or plus 1 root 2. Okay, then obviously cancelling, going to 0. Okay, leave me with just 2 minus 1 on the bottom. Okay, so 2 minus 1 makes 1. We have 2 minus root 2 on the top. Anything over 1 is just itself. So the answer we get is just 2 minus root 2. Okay, as requested or as required in the question. Okay, so not an easy question, okay, but if you're happy with your laws of surds, okay, it isn't too bad once you get your head around, okay. So just obviously summarize, we first of all multiply the whole fraction through by root 2 to remove the root 2 on the denominator of the second fraction, okay. We then rationalized the denominator, okay, by multiplying top and bottom by the denominator, but we flip the sign in the middle. Okay, so we switch it to a negative or a minus in the middle. Okay, and then I'm multiplying fractions. I multiply top by top, bottom by bottom. On the bottom, you have the difference of 2 squares, so dots. Okay, so you get just 1 on the bottom, and on the top, you get 2 minus root 2. And of course, anything over 1 is just itself. So the answer we get is 2 minus root 2. Okay, and then obviously write here as required or as shown or as requested, you could say. Okay, and that is obviously working with surds, simplifying surds, and rationalizing the denominator.